You can try it out for a few semesters, see how you like it. But I think you'll instantly fall in love with it because the classes are great. You get to learn and have firsthand experience about what teachers go through in their daily lives.
The programs here are really amazing. The curriculum is very fruitful and you will gain excellent skills to become a teacher when you leave.
Hi, I'm Stefan. I'm an academic advisor for the College of Education.
Hi, my name's Jody Evans. I'm the Academic Advising Manager in the College of Education Student Success Center.
Hello, my name is Levi Moore, and I am the Senior Academic Advisor in the College of Education at the University of Wyoming.
The College of Education programs are very well crafted. The programs themselves are developed in such a way that you are in education courses throughout the entirety of the program. There isn't some sort of delineation between content and then education courses.
I think a lot of programs across the nation do require the content first, and then they go into their education sequence after they complete their bachelor's. The teaching component is an add-on, but within the College of Education program here, all of our education programs, they are combined to be completed in 4 years. So you are taking classes within that content area as well as taking the professional education portion.
Throughout the course of the entire program, students are a part of the education courses while also doing the content that is so critically important for them so they get a holistic educational experience.
As an education student at the University of Wyoming, you will have lots of opportunities to have fun in the classroom, engaging with students in practica courses.
When we're talking about practicum, what we mean is students in a classroom getting time with a mentor teacher and really learning the nuts and bolts of how being a teacher works.
Practicum here means that you get real life experience in teaching. You're replaced with a mentor teacher and you get to ask them questions about how do you manage a classroom? How do you make this work? How do you try to include all their students into it, even if they're at all different levels? You go from observing to slowly doing lesson plans with them and seeing how this works. Oh, why didn't this work out? Which I really find fun and exciting.
We create practicums that they can go out early on within their careers at UW to get them a better setup for being an actual teacher.
And so when we begin to talk about what is the difference between us being in a school versus us being in a classroom, because we're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, they begin to bleed into each other in a really nice holistic way. Because the stuff that we're learning from the classroom, we're immediately practically applying it in a classroom. And then the experiences we have in the school, we're taking right back to the classrooms and we're asking questions. Well, what happens when this happens? Or I'm wondering about this, or how would you go about managing this? So really get kind of a nice, safe feedback so students can begin to develop the confidence that they absolutely deserve to have when they're walking into their student teaching residencies. They are well prepared so that the future of these students is brighter and better for everybody. One of the things that I really love about the College of Education is the number of degrees that it offers.
We offer a variety of programs that can lead to you becoming the teacher of the content area you desire, whether that's in the elementary education where you will be teaching students from kindergarten to 6th grade, or if you're interested in teaching middle school or high school in a specific content area, we have the programs that can take you where you want to be.
We have the elementary education program, so that means that you could teach in any of those subject areas, kindergarten through 6th grade. We have the elementary special education program.
A dual program for elementary and special education that leads to licensure in elementary grades K through 6 and special education K through 12.
The secondary education courses, there are a bunch of them.
Depending on what content area you would like to teach.
All of our secondary ed majors have a concurrent component to it. So you're not only getting your secondary education, but also getting a concurrent major within that area. And then within those, you would be certified 6th or 12th grade, so either middle school or high school.
Our science education programs, if you're interested in teaching biology, chemistry, physics, or earth science.
And you can also add on science endorsements. So if you received, for example, a degree in secondary ed, science, biology. You can also receive an endorsement in earth science. So that would actually certify you for both areas, where you could teach both subject areas within a 6 through 12 settings.
We have our social studies education program if you would like to teach in history, geography, political science, or another area within that field.
We also have secondary math education, secondary English education, as well as secondary modern language.
We also offer programs for secondary education, agriculture education,
They have 3 different concurrent programs that you could choose from.
agriculture business, agriculture communications, and animal vet sciences. Finally, we offer a secondary education program and career and technical education so that you become a professional teacher for teaching trades and other career fields.
And that is very broad, where you could receive a career and technical education in several different areas, either culinary, welding, wood shop, graphic design, family consumer science, 63 different areas that you could choose from.
We also offer minors and endorsements to bolster your opportunities in the education field.
So an endorsement is what will certify you to teach in that subject area. So for early childhood, we have the birth through 8 early childhood minor endorsement that you could add on to your teaching license once you complete an initial teaching certification program. We also have the ESL, which is English as a Second Language, which would certify you K through 12, so kindergarten through 12th grade. So if you want to get into teaching, we have such a wide variety of programs to choose from, and we are nationally accredited, so regardless of the state that you want to teach in, you would be able to teach in that state.
We want to make sure that we are acknowledging the full learning that students are bringing on into our program. So students that are bringing in any transfer credit, whether that is AP or IB or dual credit, community college, or other university transfer credit, we work really hard with our students to make sure that those credits transfer on over into our programs.
We definitely make sure that we're keeping you on a good timeline, that you are transferring in everything that possibly can be.
Obviously, the more credit they're bringing on in, this shortens the amount of time it takes to complete the program. I work with a lot of students that are bringing in so many credit hours, they're able to complete this program in 2 years. Still, they need to get through the observation practicum hours, they still need to get through the methods classes, and then of course they still need the student teaching residency, which is a full semester course. But a lot of students are bringing in a lot of credit hours. So we work with our transfer students to make sure that they get everything that they need in the condensed format to make sure that they move on to be successful teachers.
We also have the graduate certificate programs for those who have a bachelor's already. So those programs certify you kindergarten through 6th grade for teaching elementary school. For teaching secondary content, that would certify you 6th through 12th grades in one of those subject areas.
If you're interested in becoming a teacher, reach out to the College of Education Student Success Center and we can help you.
We really look forward to working with you.